Hello, AMC moviegoers. We're very excited to announce that tickets are on sale for Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Get ready for a mind-bending journey through the multiverse.
We're talking infinite impossibilities.
Things just got out of hand. And infinite realities.
Get your tickets now for Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, only in theaters May 6th.
And in today's video, we're continuing our coverage on Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness. So, we've got a test screening, the huge plot leak that changes the MCU forever in theory. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here if you are new around, and make sure to subscribe to never miss any Marvel, DC, pop culture-based content we do on the daily. Subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and share the video and comment 1,000 times down below to help the algorithm. Don't actually put to help the algorithm, just comment because it helps the video get pushed out if you could. And if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, just check us out on Instagram at Warstu. And if you could follow me on Twitter at WarstuG. Yeah, it should be Warstu. But what happened was I had the Warstu handle. I literally changed it for 2 seconds and then someone robbed it and I can't legally get it back from Twitter. It is freaking annoying. But anyway, I've got like 40 followers on Twitter. So if you could follow me on Twitter, that would be much appreciated. So it's always worth saying when we go over these plot leaks that you've got to take it with a pinch of salt or a grain of salt, as we say here in England. So where is the information coming from? That's an interesting one. So several people were sent this information from a recent test screening which happened a couple of weeks ago. I was personally sent it over from Geekcast, and Moth Culture also had it and they shared it with me. So it's interesting. It's a very interesting plot leak. If it is real, you guys know we've been doing this for years. We go over everything, rumors, plot leaks, 4chan, Reddit. But to be honest, a lot of it does sound like it could factually be true. I've just always got to give this disclaimer that it might not be true. We don't know, but it's part of the fantastic puzzle we have. So, yo, let's get into it. So, Multiverse of Madness begins with the center focus being on Stephen Strange's dream. He keeps having this one where he spirals through the multiverse. Then he wakes in the world that falls apart. Those dreams are what makes him seek out America Chavez. This is also where Zombie Strange and Strange Supreme appear. So that pretty much lines up with the most recent TV spot we got on the day where tickets came out. The Illuminati headquarters is an advanced version of the Baxter building that exists inside a pocket dimension. Now, me personally, I thought it would exist somewhere outside of time and space continuity or of some variance of that. Tom Cruise has an endocyma armor. Interesting. So this confirms that Tom Cruise is going to be in the movie. I think it's quite obvious Tom Cruise is in the movie. Or if he isn't, he's going to be cut. We don't know. It'd be interesting to see. America Chavez is the gateway to each world. She is the only way Strange can keep track of Wanda in her rampage through reality. We do know that she is literally the only person that can traverse through dimensions and the multiverse properly. So we pretty much know that's true. Bruce Campbell does not appear in this movie. He was cut by Marvel. Now this is where it gets interesting. The Darkhold and Wanda's chaos magic is what ultimately brings forth a lot of the Fox properties and other imbalances that will be addressed in the Secret Invasion. And I think it's quite obvious the ramifications of Multiverse of Madness is what is holding back the Thor trailer. I personally think it's quite obvious they've started the press tour. There is no trailer because the ramifications of this movie affect everything going forward after this movie. That is freaking obvious, and if I have to take a big L, I'll take a freaking big L. So, the other imbalances will be addressed in the Secret Invasion and everything else afterwards. The Darkhold is locked away in the evil eye, withdrawn of its powers. The Illuminati consists of Patrick Stewart, Haley, Mordo, Tom Cruise, Letitia, Maria. Most of them don't make it. Letitia is taken out first, then Patrick, and then finally the original Fantastic Four member is taken out. The rest escape with the help of the Ultron Centuries. Now this is where it gets even more. Billy and Tommy are in are right. They're used as a way for Chthon to break into the real world. The Wanda we see controlling them in the trailer is actually Chthon. Well, we know Chthon has to be behind the Darkhold, in theory, confronting the honest Wanda who has to come to get her children after a grand battle with Doctor Strange and the surviving Illuminati members. Plus, now I don't know if I believe the rest of this, what this section just said. Plus, Hugh Jackman, Michael, Ryan Reynolds, and Tobey Maguire. A few don't make it. The ending is Wanda coming to her senses and making a final sacrifice. She's going to sacrifice herself like a lamb that alters the multiverse, causing mutants to now exist in the MCU. It isn't straightforward. Now, it's interesting, the end bit where it says this is what ultimately brings the MCU to the X-Men, or the X-Men to the MCU. Essentially, that part has been part of literally every plot leak when Wanda was going to say no more mutants, and then essentially she was going to bring the mutants to the MCU. And the original plot leak, a lot of people seem to think that Wanda was going to die, but allegedly Elizabeth Olsen has signed a contract for like 7 movies, so we know she isn't going to die. The part that it's actually Chthon in the trailer and not Wanda does make sense to me, but it doesn't make sense to me. As I said, we've always got to take these plot leaks with a pinch of salt. Do I think Ryan Reynolds is going to be in the movie? Yep. Do I think Tobey were in it? Yep. Do I think Hugh Jackman? Sure, they all could be, but they're just going to be like cameos, so it will be just that, cameo roles. The ending is pretty much consistent with every single plot leak I've been over for like the last 6 months or so. Pretty much, there isn't realistically anything magically crazy in this plot leak. I mean, the Darkhold is locked away in evil, withdrawn of its power. The Illuminati members is pretty much on board with what a lot of people seem to think it was. This seems to affirm or confirm that Tom Cruise is in the movie. A lot of people seem to think that anyway. Illuminati headquarters being in a pocket dimension. Yeah, a lot of people seem to think that. American Jealous is the gateway between how Strange is going to keep track of Wanda's rampage. Everyone seems to think that. The movie is actually 2 hours and 6 minutes long of Wanda killing everyone, and somehow it's not R-rated. That is very fascinating. Bruce Campbell himself did come out and say that he might not be in the movie, but he could be in the movie, but he might not. But maybe that could be true, that Marvel cut Bruce Campbell because he started talking about being in the movie, and maybe Marvel just did to spite him. But it was rumored that Bruce Campbell was supposed to be playing the Sam Raimi version of Dr. Stephen Strange himself. Now, he could still be in the movie. I don't know that, but I do find this fascinating that the start of the plot leak went on about Stephen Strange's dreams, so maybe that part of the movie is going to be more pinnacle and more important than we actually thought. The fact that the Illuminati headquarters is the Baxter building, that's fascinating. I thought the Illuminati building was going to be some crazy variant of the Avengers Tower in some crazy pocket dimension, but it is worth saying that it does also say that's where Zombie Strange and Strange Supreme appear. That is pretty cool. This is a pretty short plot leak, to be fair, and it is from a test screening allegedly, but a bunch of people sent it around, and you know me, I go over absolutely everything. I do think there's a lot of precedence with this. I really like it, the fact it says that Tom Cruise is in the movie. I do think he is, because it's just literally, I mean, it's always hard to tell when fake stuff goes around when it comes to Photoshop and stuff, but I don't know, them images look pretty legit, and you got, you know, Super Scooper Grace Randolph talking about he's either going to be in this movie or he's going to be in something else. Now, as I keep saying the reason we don't have a Thor 4 trailer, even though they've started the press tour, yes, I know they've done their little hands where everyone seems to think it comes out on the 11th of April. I mean, if a tease trailer does come out, that's cool, but if it is going to have ramifications from Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of the Madness, then it would make sense just to tag it on to post-credit scene like they did with Doctor Strange 2 trailer. They tagged it onto the No Way Home. I don't know, I'm not really bothered when the Thor 4 trailer comes out, if I'm actually honest, because the movie doesn't come out till July. It's only April, we don't need a trailer, but they are starting to promote the movie. We got some pretty cool new artwork of Jane Foster and Thor, but there also is a rumor going around that it's actually Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, who actually fixes Mjolnir. Maybe. We don't know, but Eitri, the dwarf, played by Peter Dinklage, who actually kind of doesn't like other dwarfs working in Hollywood. It seems he was in controversy recently. We don't really talk about controversy on this channel. I'm really fascinated to see how Thor's hammer actually gets fixed, and I think Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange fixing it will be cool, seeing as Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange did appear in the most recent Thor movie. I think that would be pretty cool. So like always, guys, let us know, what do you think of this? Is Chthon really in the trailer pretending to be Wanda? That would be pretty cool. If Chthon isn't in this movie, they've missed a massive trick. Now, I know I said in yesterday's video that Nightmare could be the villain and Nightmare could actually be the villain. This is why I like doing the whole YouTube thing, is because you can go over multiple different theories and rumors and leaks, and retrospectively speaking, most of them could be wrong, but recently, a lot of them have been true. If you go by the No Way Home rumors, like 90% of the movie was pretty much out there. All the Morbius stuff was pretty much out there as well. And Infinity War, Endgame, the whole time I've been doing this, the plot leak game's pretty much been golden. We know a good proportion of this plot leak is going to be real because it looks like some of it maybe has come from the most recent TV spot, maybe. But I do like the bit here where it says the other balances will be addressed in Secret Invasion, because we know whatever happens in this movie, it's gonna have massive ramifications for the rest of the MCU forever, or at least for the next 5 movies or so. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu if you could. I've got like 12 followers on Instagram. Okay, that's a lie, but I'm trying to grow my Instagram. Also check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. Subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, comment down below. Let's try and get this video to 500 likes and 200 comments. That would be awesome, and I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.